What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Thanks for tuning in. This video is about the iPhone 13. So right now I'm currently on my iPhone 12 and I haven't really necessarily been hands-on and tested out the iPhone 13, but I've watched some reviews on it and here are my thoughts. The things that I like about the iPhone 13 are that it has cinematic mode. I like cinematic mode because that's why I even got camera equipment and camera gear in the first place. I saw this one video a long time ago, back in like 2016. Some YouTuber, I forget who, was testing out an iPhone versus a Red cinema camera and how the comparisons were pretty close. That's what really got me into camera gear. So it's cool that they're bringing into the main camera app that's already installed on the iPhone and bringing in that cinematic mode. For me, it's like an ode to getting myself into videography and cinematography in the first place. That's really cool to kind of see come full circle with this iPhone. The second thing that I like about it is that it has automation on the rack to focus. That's really cool because I am a one-person camera crew when I'm shooting out in the field, when I'm shooting for clients, or when I'm shooting outdoors by myself. I don't have a huge camera crew. I have to do all of the rack to focusing by myself. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes I can't get the focus right. So having a phone that does that's pretty cool to have your phone have that ability to do that for you. Especially if you have to capture something really quickly and you're on the fly and you just whip your phone out and you need that focus right away. So that's really cool to have. Third thing I like about the iPhone 13 is that it is user-friendly. For the people that don't have the knowledge behind what it takes to shoot cinematic, they kind of get a little taste of being able to shoot in a cinematic mode, because when I started out, I had to figure out what cinematic was and how to use it on a application or within a DSLR camera or a mirrorless camera. I had to do that all by myself. But it's really cool that iPhone is bringing that out into the open and allowing people to discover that at ease and not have to do a bunch of digging and a bunch of research on how to do those things. It gives them a little kickstart if they're ever interested in cinematography or videography to begin with. Props to iPhone and Apple for doing that. The three things that I don't like about the iPhone 13's camera system is that it kind of dumbs down the user experience. Everything is computerized, everything is AI with the camera system. I kind of feel like there's no aspect of understanding it from the beginning. It's kind of learning how to shoot towards the end of what you should already have learned. So it's kind of like almost having to backtrack on learning how to even get to the point of your phone shooting in that automation. What does it even mean in the first place? What cinematic is in the first place? Second thing is, I don't like the fact that they call it cinematic mode. When you want to shoot in cinematic mode on a real camera, the frame rate is 24 frames per second on a real camera. They're calling 30 frames per second cinematic on the iPhone. So it doesn't, the people that don't understand what cinematic mode is and how to shoot in actual 24 frames per second, they're going to be happy that they caught footage that kind of looks cinematic. But the one thing that I understand about cinematic footage is that you have to shoot it in 24 frames per second. Apple's kind of getting away with that as a selling point because people like me who know what 24 frames per second looks like and what that means, we're kind of cringing behind the scenes. It's a very marketable way of getting people that don't know how to shoot cinematic to the people that know how to shoot cinematic, and then they release that update or a new phone, and then they catch us, like myself, who was a camera gear junkie and an iPhone junkie, to go ahead and get that update. It's a marketing scheme. I kind of know what they're doing with that, and that's all right. I think I'm gonna wait to get the iPhone 13 until it updates to whatever version that comes next. Third thing that I don't like about the iPhone 13's new camera app is that it takes away the authenticity of having to push the buttons, and really it kind of feels like it takes away that human aspect of filmmaking. That's what filmmaking is, and capturing footage is the natural rack to focusing, having the settings to the settings that you want, whether it be your ISO, your f-stop. You can't necessarily change any of that to what you want. That could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing. I think that it could improve a little bit more and allow a little bit more options. I'm currently using this app right now called Film It Pro, and they actually do a really good job with allowing the user to still have the ability to change certain aspects of the footage. Those are my takeaways from hearing and watching some reviews on the new iPhone 13 native camera app system. What are your thoughts? Do you have the iPhone 13? Should I go and test it out and get it? Let me know in the comment section down below. So that's gonna end it for this video. Thanks for watching. I do have some merch linked down below. We have some merch for the Halloween season. Pick it up, it's going to go quick. Also give this video a thumbs up if this kind of gave you a little bit of insight for yourself. And if you wanna see more videos just like this, hit the subscribe button. And as always, it's been real. Keep it real. You know what it is. Deuces.